Hello, welcome back to Comicflip. Today it is Wednesday, July 3rd, 2019. It is another new comic book day just before July 4th. For those of you who are in America, happy July 4th.
And with that, let's jump into the books.
From Boom Studios, I picked up Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 6.
There was a boatload of variants for this issue. I went with the Mercado Spike as a vampire variant. Cover A has Giles on the cover. There's also a Cordelia Chase cover. Boom is attempting to reinvigorate the Buffy line, and so far I've enjoyed their take on it.
From Dark Horse, I picked up No One Left to Fight number 1.
Here's the synopsis. They've saved the planet countless times, but what happens after the battle has been won? Creators Aubrey Sitterson and Fico Asio take inspiration from the legendary Dragon Ball to tell a story of regret, resentment, and growing older, one that asks, what does a fighter do when there's no one left to fight?
From Dynamite Entertainment, I picked up Obey Me number 4. Shout out to Mario, who sometimes hangs out in the comments down below. He's the writer for the book. Again, Obey Me was completely sold out at my shop. I was lucky enough to grab the last issue. Really looking forward to checking this one out. Next, from Image, we have Crowded number 7, another one of my favorite indies. I really love the dynamic between the two main characters, Charlie and Vita. I also really dig the world they have built. It terrifies me because I think it could be a reality where you have apps and people can basically crowdfund your assassination. It's a super interesting concept to me. In the last 6 issues, they were in LA. Now they're on the run. They're headed to Las Vegas. And there is a $2 million bounty on Charlie's head. So really excited to jump back into the world of Crowded. Also from Image, Sea of Stars number 1 came out. This is written by Jason Aaron, illustrated by Stephen Green. There are 2 covers for this one. There's a purple cover and this black one. I just like the black cover better. But the synopsis for this is, a space trucker on a long haul must rescue his kid after his rig gets ripped apart by a leviathan. Lots of leviathans going on in comics right now. I love stories about space, so this piqued my interest. We'll take a look and see what this one's all about. So you definitely want to get to your shop and pick up The Walking Dead number 193. This is apparently the last issue of The Walking Dead. It is a oversized final issue. You have a first appearance in here of Sheriff Kapoor. Of course, it's written by Robert Kirkman, illustrated by Charlie Adlard. You also want to pick up, if you haven't already, Walking Dead number 192, the issue before this, because that is the death of Rick Grimes. My shop was down to the bare bones of what they had left in stock, so I highly suggest you get this as soon as possible. Definitely a key book. Moving on to DC and the Year of the Villain. This is Justice League number 27. There were 2 covers, the cover A and this is cover B, featuring Gorilla Grodd. This issue is a continuation of the Apex Predator story, written by James Tynion IV. In this issue, there is a villain that comes back that has not been around for a long time. I will not spoil anything for you, but I suggest you pick this one up. Also from DC, I got DCeased number 3. I was really hesitant on picking this one up because the Wonder Woman zombie cover really freaks me out. Her face just looks off. I mean, I know she's a zombie, but it looks manly. But I do love the detail of the lasso of truth wrapped around the hand. Moving on over to Aero number 1. This is her first solo feature. This book also contains the origin of Wave, which from the War of the Realms event, the New Agents of Atlas, that character made her first appearance. So I went with the regular cover, and I also could not pass up the cover B cover, the Artgerm variant, which is beautiful. The style is very anime to me, which is interesting. There is also a 1 in 50 variant. It's a Ancelotti variant, so that's something to be on the lookout for. One of my favorites, Immortal Hulk number 20. There are 3 covers this week. On your left, you have the Carnageized Hulk cover, which is a variant. On your right, it's also a variant. It's the Carnage trade dress. They're trying to amp up the Absolute Carnage event that Donny Cates is writing that's coming out in August. A lot of the books that came out this week are in preparation for that. But this is a good one to pick up. You have an origin in here, the origin of Gamma. I'm also interested to see how they resolve the last issue. It left on a cliffhanger. And I also picked up the second printing of issue 18. Always on the lookout for the second printings of the Immortal Hulk. Next up, Savage Avengers number 3, written by Jerry Duggan, illustrated by David Finch, 2 of my favorites. In this issue, you have Elektra joining the Savage Avengers. There's a variant cover which has Elektra Carnageized on it. It's really dope. my shop was sold out. I went with this cover because it is the debut of Conan's Venomized sword, as you could see right on the cover here. Savage Avengers has been really fun. If you're reading Savage Avengers, let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Lastly, I picked up Spider-Gwen Go Spider number 10. This is an oldie but goodie for me. I have the whole first volume. This is written by Sean McGuire, illustrated by Bangle. I picked up the cover on the left because it's a cover swipe from the Amazing Spider-Man number 50, Spider-Man No More. I think it's so cool that Spider-Gwen is in a band and is a drummer. On the right, you have a really cool Carnageized Spider-Gwen variant. In this issue, Spider-Gwen gets a new code name. I believe they just dropped Spider-Gwen and call her Ghost Spider. I actually prefer Spider-Gwen. It's more fun than Ghost Spider. It's a pun. I mean, come on. Do you guys even care about this? Let me know in the comments. So here are the reprints and True Believers books I picked up this week. Could not pass up New Mutants number 98. This is a facsimile reprint. This is the first appearance of Deadpool. You have a cameo appearance by Domino, and you also have your first appearance of Gideon. Unfortunately, this was cover price. It was not a dollar book. But to get the first print copy, you're going to pay at least $300 for a high grade book. If you have the money, I suggest picking up a first print copy of the book. On your left, Carnage USA number 1, True Believers. This is the premiere issue of a 5-part limited series where Carnage sets his sights on a small American town to terrorize. This is linked to Absolute Carnage, which you can see is on the cover, and also linked to Web of Venom Cult of Carnage number 1, which I have a recap review video of on this channel. To get the first printing of this book, you're going to pay around $20. I'd say it's a minor key, but if you're looking forward to the Absolute Carnage run, I would definitely try and pick up the first printings, because Absolute Carnage is about to link everything together. The whole premise behind it, Carnage is killing anyone who has ever worn the symbiote, so all the books are about to be linked. All the way to your right, we have True Believers number 1, She-Venom. This is the first full and cover appearance of She-Venom. In the original first printing, the title is actually Venom Sinner Takes All number 3. And to get that book, you're going to pay around $50. The cameo appearance of She-Venom is Sinner Takes All number 2. And She-Venom is actually Anne Wang, who is the ex-wife of Eddie Brock. Her first appearance is in Amazing Spider-Man number 375. That's that hollow cover with Venom and Spidey going at it. It's a gold foil. For that book, you could get around $10. Venom Sinner Takes All number 2, you should be able to get around cover price, but you're going to pay at least $50 for the original of Venom Sinner Takes All number 3, because it's the first full appearance and the cover appearance of She-Venom. So those are all the books from my new comic book day haul on July 3rd, 2019. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys picked up. Did I miss anything? What do you think of the books I picked up? Are you interested in Absolute Carnage? How are you feeling about the end of The Walking Dead? If you got any value from this video, please like it. Make sure you have a happy July 4th, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.